Base cam seems to be working pretty well with these standard axles. I'll grind this ledge a little bit here. Oh, I didn't even catch it. So if you're one of those RC drivers that really like the concept behind the Axial base cam, but you'd rather build it up yourself and the SCX10 Pro is just a little bit too much, you're in luck. Axial now has a base camp builder's kit. Yes, you can get the SCX10III base camp in full build-up form. This kit doesn't have a body, it doesn't have wheels, no tires, no electronics. You get to pick all that out yourself, and of course you get to build this chassis up. And when you're done, it's gonna look similar to this base camp right here, but not exactly. They made some changes to this kit, and I'll give you a little teaser. The dig unit is included. I'm gonna get this kit built up, and then I'm gonna tell you what those other feature changes are. After a few nights at the workbench, a couple cups of coffee, and one trip to Dairy Queen for a chocolate M&M Blizzard, which is the absolute best. Don't even try to change my mind, guys. My base camp kit is done, and it looks great. The instructions were laid out well, everything was bagged properly, and the kit went together smooth. Now it's time to talk about those changes. We have the SCXU transmission bolted down in the center, and it is re-geared. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute, but this transmission also comes with the dig unit, which is really cool. I had a video on that last week actually, and this is a really cool setup that gives your rig an extra performance advantage when you're out crawling. And they do have a lockout plate that you can go and put in place and eliminate the servo, but they give you a nice aluminum plate to mount the servo on, a servo saver for it. You are going to have to supply a micro servo. I went with a Reefs 99 Micro, which uses the optional servo adapter in the kit. However, they don't give you a screw long enough to go through that, so you're gonna have to supply that yourself. Now, the base camp ready to run has a portal axle setup. These are the AR45 straight axles, both front and rear. They've got the black diff cover on it, full ball bearings on the inside, steel shafts, and then up front, they've got universal, so you get the 45 degrees of steering angle. The other big change is the links here. They now have the larger heavy duty links. They're 6 millimeters thick, and these are much stronger than the thinner rods that come on the Ready to Run base camp. So that's another welcome change. They still have the heavy duty rod ends and the metal ball studs, and they have those heavy duty rod ends for the steering as well. They give you metal servo horns in the kit, both the 23 tooth and the 25 tooth spline servo horns. And finally, I guess the last thing to talk about is they give you some of the extras that you need with a builder's kit. They give you grease for the transmission, oil for the shocks, thread locker, and then a tree with the extra body mounts on there. And there's some spare hardware left over in the kit, a few plastics as well. All right, now I'm just gonna go over what I used to finish off this kit, starting off with the steering servo. I went with the Reefs Raw 500, really cool looking servo from Reefs. Tons of torque in that, a 99 micro Reefs servo for the dig unit. For power, I went with a Spectrum Firma brushless system. This is a nice easy drop-in system, and then a 3S Shorty LiPo pack from Spectrum, and I'm gonna use my rugged DX5 to control the rig. Wheels and tires, these are the Proline BF Goodrich KM3s in the super soft compound, and I mounted them up to the Proline carbine wheels. Now, onto the body, which is where I ran into a problem. I got the Proline Gladiator body for it, and it doesn't actually fit well. So I got the body because I drive a real Gladiator, and so I wanted one on this rig, but the sides are not wide enough to go over the floor pans. I would have had to remove these plates, and actually the rear section also interferes with the shock towers. Then I wanted to put a Proline Power Wagon body on, which I had, and that ran into the same problem with the floor pans. I would have had to remove those, and since I already have these electronics all mounted up, that wasn't an option. So you know what I did, guys? I just went and grabbed my deadbolt body, and that's what I'm gonna run on this. I'm gonna call it the Dead Camp or the Base Bolt. Let me know what you think I should name it in the comments section below. Let's take this thing outside and see how it performs, see how well I did building it. Today's park is Lover's Leap in Connecticut, and this is a really nice trail to go walking on. Short walk up the access road, and there's the view. So if you guys watch my videos, and I know you do, this is one spot where I try to take up pretty much every crawler I bring here. Let's see how this kit does. Oh, right up. I tried a lot of rigs on this incline too, but not a lot make it. We got some wheel spin. Oh, we got traction and we're up or over. I bet this thing's just gonna be sick with some brass on it. Here's the turning radius. In opposite direction. Over rocks, but you guys get the point. Dude, nice slow vertical climb here. Oh, we got some tire spin. Right, now we got traction. And that deadbolt body just awesome. Now I use a Proline front bumper on it, just something I had in my collection, drilled a couple holes in it and bolted it to that front mount. All right guys, so I got the dig set up on the button here, so I'm just gonna tap that, drag the rear down the hill here. There we go. I hit it here to pivot this corner. There we go. That worked. Climb up against the ledge here, a little axle lift. Let's see what we get over here, a little bit there. It settles right in. Quick reminder, if you guys like the video and you like the rig, you're thinking about picking one up, please use our affiliate link in the video description below, or I always recommend visiting your local hobby shop. Well, for a stock out of the box build, with the exception of everything I had to put on there, I'm pretty impressed with the performance of this. If you're looking to build a straight axle rig, this is really a great kit to start with.